Bayad nga agahon, coming to you live from Numancia, Aklan in Western Visayas in the Philippines. I'm having my morning cup of coffee, my coffee with Gino Cut here, my Copico Blanca. Copico Blanca is my choice of 3-in-1 coffee here in the Philippines. It's coffee, cream, and sugar all in one. I just put the powder in your cup, add hot water, and you have a nice cup of coffee. I just got a message of Derek says here, I'm cutting back on the live. I cut back on the live just because of my voice. I'm now on day nine of my ciprofloxacin antibiotic. So far, I still can't hear really well. You know, it's like when I talk, it's hard for me to hear even my own voice. So I'm just gonna push through it, see if I can do this live stream. Good morning, good morning. Oh man, I got a spider. Look at that, man. I got a spider on my, and it fell in my coffee, man. What's up with that, man? What's up with that, man? I got a tiny spider, man. A tiny spider. I'll still drink it, man. I'm military, man. Little spider ain't gonna kill me. Man, I was like, something's crawling in my eyeglasses. It's a tiny, tiny spider. Then it fell in my coffee, man. That's pretty wild. Good morning, Gino. Good morning, Ted from Bohol. J-Boy, hey, good morning, brother Gino. All right, get well soon. Yeah, I mean, what? There's nothing else I can do. I mean, I'm on antibiotics. I'm resting. I'm just staying at home. So it is what it is. I guess I got the super bug or super flu or whatever it is. Norm, good morning, Mister. Good morning. You should be on TV, girl. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good morning, Beluce. Good morning, Beluce. Good morning, sir. Ernest. All right, Ernest. I've been getting a lot of sleep. You know, I've been doing is like sleeping all day. Let me just All right, I'm gonna do the weather real quick. Here in Numancia, it says there periods of rain in the morning, otherwise mostly cloudy. I did not see any rain. It's actually sunny outside, but I'm not going to go outside. We had balikbayans. Hey, Fortune said we had balikbayans. All right. It's sunny outside, but I'm not going to go out there because if I go out there, I might lose the signal to my Wi-Fi. As far as the Pag-asa website, that's the weather channel here in the Philippines. Cagayan, Aurora, Quezon, cloudy skies with light rains due to northeast monsoon. Mindanao, eastern Samar, Leyte, southern Leyte, localized thunderstorms. That's where Belus is. Belus is getting some rain over there. Third cousin left. Oh, okay. Fortune's like messaging me. Oh, dang, I forgot. Belus, I forgot to like kill my messenger. That's why I'm getting messages. Or hopefully nobody calls me on Messenger because if somebody calls me on Messenger, it kills the audio on my live stream. Metro Manila, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated light rain. So pretty much here in Numancia, it looks like it's going to be a sunny day. There's no typhoon, nothing like that, no low pressure, no storm in that Philippine area of responsibility. Aloha from Hawaii. Hey, brother, aloha. Oh, all right. Thank you, Derek. My morning walk in Baraka, man. This morning walks in Baraka, I never get tired of those. I can keep doing those, man. Dean Bortels. Hey, Dean. Good morning. Jokano. Morning, everyone. Bro, had the super flu for a month. God, mm, God bless. God bless. Okay, let me see here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Well, I was trying to do the live, but I'm having a hard time talking. So it's like, looks like I'm gonna have to not finish the live, unfortunately. Or you feeling? I'm feeling better, but I'm having a hard time talking. So I'll try to push through it and see. I don't know what it is. You know, it's like I'm congested, and I'm thinking I have like some sinus issues, but I'm on antibiotics already. So it's like, what else can I do? You know? Hey Gino, how you're my friend? Say it is okay to visit in September. I have been there many times before, but I'm coming in September. My fiance, well, September, that's kind of like, in the rainy season. So you're taking a chance if you're coming to Boracay in September. Any time of the month in September, you can get hit with a lot of rain. So you might not get a lot of sunshine if you go to Boracay during September. Are you feeling better today, Belus? So you will be cutting. Well, if I keep feeling like this, I might have to cut the live stream. But I'll just see. I'll just play it how it goes. Don't push yourself. Take a break and get better. Yeah, I'm not pushing myself. It's just like there's something for me to do. So I've been staying at home, uh, just sleeping a lot. I just wanted to say hi. Get well, Gino. All this stuff is also happening here in the U.S. You have to. All right. Take care, Vaughn. For Vaughn, it does not matter if you're active or sit at home. Go for morning walks, etc. I think it will help pass the flu. Yeah, I'm just staying at home now because I don't want to pass it to anybody else. Honey and lemon. Yeah, I've tried that. I've tried it. Honey, lemon, ginger, leaves. I've tried everything, man. Stay safe and feel better. All right, Arnold. Hello, everyone. See you guys. All right, Vaughn. Peanut butter tribals here. All right, Derek. Do you play golf? No, I don't play golf. So, Belus. Seem no matter. It just hangs with you. God bless all. Over and out. All right, Belus. All right, Belus. Yeah, I've tried everything, man. I've slept, I've rested, I've eaten soup, I've eaten honey, lemon. I'll show you a bag of clemency I got, man. Look how much clemency I got, man. I'm doing hot clemency. I mean, you name it, I'm doing it. If anything, I'm probably overdosing on vitamin C by now. Tons of Vicks, yeah. That's those rubbing Vicks all over me, man. I've tried everything. I mean, I'm even on antibiotics. I've been on Cipro now for 9 days. You know, it's not helping. So we'll see. Once I run out of Cipro, I'll go visit the ENT doctor again and see what's the next move. All right, let me see here. Everybody's like even sending me messages regarding that the RPG. Remember I shared that story with the RPG? That guy was wearing flip-flops even, and they fired the RPG at the mayor's convoy. And people were sending me the same video on my messenger, and oh, is it safe there? Is it safe? You know, that's the thing about that area. You know, I've mentioned it before. I've never been to Mindanao, and I'm never gonna go to Mindanao. It's just one of those things, even for us Filipinos. Mindanao is kind of like always been like that. Even when I was little in the 70s, growing up in the Philippines, there was stuff happening there a lot worse than what's happening now in Mindanao. I mean, the stuff that was happening in Mindanao back in the 70s, trust me, a lot worse than like RPG hitting like mayor's convoy. Mayor's, it's just what it is. You know, it's like that's why the U.S. State Department, they have a ongoing warning to Americans to don't go there. Most countries, Canada, UK, all the countries are telling people not to go to Mindanao. But, you know, you can still go. I mean, people go there. I mean, I know many expats live in Mindanao, and they will tell you, oh, it's safe here, nothing happens here and all that. But that's their choice. That's their choice. Like with anything else, or anywhere you live here in the Philippines, you know, where you live across the world, where you live in, if you live in America, there's going to be safe places and there's going to be not so safe places, you know. That's just your choice, you know. If you choose to live in those places, you know, it's like, it's at your own risk, at your own risk. Do you take Z-Pack? I do not take Z-Pack. I don't know what that is. I've heard of it, Derek, a long time ago, but I don't take Z-Pack. Good morning, Gino and others. High on life. Hey, Colonel. Hello, Colonel. I have that green Effie instead of Vicks. Oh, okay. I seen that. I seen that. That green oil. That green oil, man. But I stick to with Vicks. Dazzler rubs Vicks all over my neck, all over my chest, all over my back. Good morning, Bill. Bill Meyer. Prayers, Bill Meyer. Even local Filipinos, especially ones living, don't really go. Thank you, J-Boy. Like, I was born and raised in Manila, Tondo, Manila, Quezon City, rough neighborhoods where I grew up growing up. I would never go to Mindanao, man, even when I was a kid, let alone now. There's no reason for me to go to Mindanao. But hey, everybody's free to go wherever they want to go. You know, it's like I'm not gonna tell you don't go there. You know, it's like, but there is State Department, United States Department warning, ongoing. It never stops the ongoing that don't go there. They keep saying. So if you go there, something happens to you, I'm pretty sure the U.S. Embassy can't do much for you. Yeah, I'll stay away as well. Good morning, by the way. Hey, good morning, Smart Biz. Dave, enjoying first coffee at 3:30. What to do? Old soldier, all right. Azithromycin equals, oh, okay, Z-Pack, all right. I don't think I've ever taken that. I never used to take medicine anyway, Colonel. I worked at the hospital. I worked over 27 years in the hospital. I rarely got sick, man. So I never really took Z-Pack, all that. To me, it's like, I've always like believe in all natural, especially working in the hospital, seeing all the side effects that medicine can bring to you. If I can avoid antibiotics, if I can avoid medicine, I would avoid it. But you know, at this point in my life, I can't avoid it because I'm immunocompromised now. So whenever I get sick, it takes me a longer time to heal. It is what it is. It's the side effects from my radiation treatment and my chemo treatment. I'm immunocompromised. And when I get sick, like I was saying before, a simple cold takes me weeks to get over. It is what it is. It's like, that's why now my doctor even tells me the minute I feel something, the minute I get a runny nose, anything, go to my doctor right away. And I sure did. Like the very next day, I went to the doctor, put me on Cipro. Good morning, Mister. Hey, Brian. Good morning. Hey, Colonel. Lowell. Hey, Lowell. From Oregon. All right, Lowell. God bless. J Boy, Bill. Hi, all. Vitamin A, B60. Yeah, I'm not big on vitamins either because the one thing with vitamins for me, Bill, is my kidneys because of my chemo treatments. I have very sensitive kidneys now. I can't be taking a lot of medicine because my creatinine level spikes up. Uh, it's one of those things, man. I can't really win. It's like I have to stick with more natural. But when I get really sick, I have no choice but to take Cipro because that's what the doctor told me. Gino, my wife's make a potion, oregano, calamansi. It seems to help. Oh, I'll take that, man. Ted, believe me, anything like herbal, I've tried it. Belus have me on sour soup leaves. Anything herbal, I'm willing to try. But any medication, I'm not. Just because I know the minute I start taking too many medication, even vitamins, it will have to run through my kidney and my creatinine level spikes up. As a child, penicillin put me in a coma. Yeah, I've never taken I don't think I've ever taken penicillin, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I worked in hospitals, Lowell, for 27 years. I've seen the effects of prescription medication, so I avoid it at all costs. But now I don't have a choice when my doctor prescribes it to me. The Colonel, tap the thumbs up, folks. Good morning. Hey, Skating Geezer and friends. All right. Okay, understand. All right, Bill Meyer. Thank you. All right. And that's continuing on the subject, because that image, right? That image everybody's seeing, that guy firing the RPG rocket, right? When his flip-flops, launching it. That image, oh man, it's so unsafe in the Philippines, Man, don't believe that craziness, man. It's just like with anything else, when an event happened like that, it gets overblown. Oh, the whole Philippines, people are firing rockets at each other. That doesn't happen. I've been here in Numancia, Aklan province. I've never seen a RPG rocket, or I've never even seen a gun here. People don't even carry guns here, so it's not an issue at all. Brian, hi skating, hi skating. All right. But like anywhere else you go in the world, you just gotta know. You just gotta pay attention. You know, it's like me. I've been here now almost 15 years. I've never been unsafe. You know, I don't put myself in an unsafe situation. Like, would I go at like at midnight, 1 a.m. out drinking, going out, late hours of the night? I don't do that stuff anymore. So that, avoids like things like that happening, because usually a lot of times things that are bad happens like late in the evening, when all the drinking and all the people in town and anywhere you go. Penicillin tastes so bad. I took it as a kid. Powder form is nasty. Chino, oregano fresh squeezed is really good. Use the leaves, need an oregano plant, important to grow around the house. All right, all right. Mom's got all these plants here, man. She got all these things like growing. So I will ask her to grow some oregano. My wife's gives me ginger, lemon, and garlic hot drink. Yeah, that'll take care of that, man. She makes like ginger, lemon, you name it, man. Calamansi. She does all the drinks for me. Brian, that was one of the Ampatuans target. Yeah, that thing happening in Mindanao. Those are clashes between clans. They have these clans, Ampatuan being one of them. These clans have been fighting each other for hundreds of years, killing each other basically. One day it'll be RPG rocket, another day it'll be a bombing. So these two clans, they've been fighting for centuries. So it's not gonna go away. It's kind of like one of those things. It's like they're fighting for territory and all that. That's why, to me, it doesn't make sense. They're like live in an area close to that stuff happening, right? To me, it's like, you know, uh, you're kind of pushing your luck. You're kind of pushing your luck if you're like wanting to live in Mindanao, wanting to live in those areas where they have clan wars happening like that. It's never going to end. Those clan wars, it's going to keep continuing. This is not the end of it. They're already planning their retaliation for that. So, Joe, that is like people saying riot in Minnesota and thinking all of the state is that way when it is isolated city blocks. For sure, right, Joe? It's like I lived in Tucson, Arizona for 7 years. I never saw a riot in Tucson, Arizona, man. I felt more unsafe in Philadelphia when I worked there. I believe you. I believe you, Colonel. It's like growing up in Los Angeles, there's areas in Los Angeles that you don't want to be caught dead at night. It's like it's like the Hatfields and the McCoy. Yes, correct. Ted, those clan wars happening in Mindanao, they will never end. They will never end because they've hit each other over all this time. You okay now? I'm still standing. Emilio. It's like I'm still on antibiotic. I'm day 9 of my antibiotic. So hopefully, whatever I got, and I'm not the only one that's gotten this here in the Philippines. I know Beluz. I know maybe James a little bit. I know there's been a few that even Ray that's gotten this cold that won't go away. It's like at this point it could be like a super flu, super bug, you name it. But I'm resting. I'm just staying at home. So hopefully I will get over this. I still have a hard time hearing. It's like my ears won't pop. So when I'm talking, I can't even hear myself. But it's all good. You know, it's not like I can't rest. You know, it's not like I got to do anything. Or like the Democrats are fighting. Yeah, it is what it. Man, I don't even really pay attention anymore to them, Joe. To tell you the truth, because like, you know, to me, it it doesn't really affect me here in the Philippines. You know, whatever is going on in politics in the United States. I even get messenger, you know, like I get messages from my friends in the US. Oh, look at this, Gino, look at this. I'm like, man, I just scroll through it. I don't even read it, man. I don't even read it, man. I got a quiet and peaceful life here in the Philippines. I'm not going to ruin that by all the nonsense going on in the US right now. Howdy, just a fast hello. All right, Daniel, my good friend in Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you, brother, for joining. Same here. The weather is too cold. Over here it's not too cold. I mean, it's just sunny outside. I'm not gonna show you because like I do not want to mess up the live stream every time I go out there and show you the weather here. But bright and sunny, blue skies here right now. Howdy, Danielle. We left that all behind. Exactly, right, Ted? You know, to me, that's what, you know, to me, once you're retired here in the Philippines, maybe in the beginning, you might still pay attention to what's going on in the US, but after a while, it doesn't really affect us here because most of us, we're here on a pension. We're gonna get our pension no matter what. You know, it's like we're gonna live our life here. And for me, why even burden yourself with that, but that stress, you know, it's like we're blessed enough, we're lucky enough that we're not in that environment. You know, that's all I can say. It's a nice time in the year. Yes, definitely, Brian. Especially now we're getting into February, towards the end of February, guaranteed no more rain. You know, guaranteed it's gonna be all sunshine here. March, April, May, man, it goes from hottest, man. It's just gonna be awesome, man. Boracay Island, man. Come next month, February, March, April, May, just gonna be tons of people going to Boracay Island. I already saw that when we were there this past weekend. I mean, there's a lot of people in Boracay, man, at the port. You know, it's like, and amazing weather all throughout the weekend. We got really lucky. Smart Biz, Minnesota native here. Love Dubai and PH. No snow, cold, and our ice. That's funny. That's funny. That's a nice pun there. Brian, yeah, that's why we time our holidays for April. Yeah, I mean, it's like perfect time to time your vacation for April, man. That's why I had the laughing emojis. I am ready to leave it behind. Both sides are a joke. Yeah, that's the way. At this point, you know, it's like I don't take any sides, Joe. You know, to me, it's like I've gotten to the point now. We're really, you know, it's safe to just like, you know, not pay attention anymore because all I see is people getting angry at each other, and man, I don't need that in my life, man. I got a peaceful life here in the Philippines, man. As long as the majority stay at station 1 and 2, yeah, pretty much, right? Station 1 and 2 because D Mall, by the D Mall area. Station 3 is always quiet, man. Martin, many of the Americans I have encountered in the Philippines are there for the brothel. It might be where you're hanging out, brother, because I don't have any brothels here in Calibo or in Panay Island. I can't stand talking to them. I like to meet good, honest, humble. Oh yeah, same here, man. You know, it's like you will meet good people here, especially in the province. But if you're hanging out, you know, your typical, you know, Angeles City, the brothels that you're talking about, the expats that go to Angeles City, you know, majority, not all, majority chase the bar girls. Nothing wrong with that. They're free to do that. It's what's that? Freedom of choice. I'm not gonna give them a hard time about that. But the type of people you're gonna meet in those bars, probably not the best kind of people either. Yep, Joe, just cut the cord. Yeah, cut the cord. Cut the cord. Good advice, Ted. Same here, Martin. We stay in Station 3. That's what I love, Baraka. Always get the best weather during the summer. Oh, yeah, man. It's like, Daniel, had to extend my move out date by 3 days to get her done. Hey, get her done. Get her done. Endless things to do. Gino, take care of yourself. Stay safe. All right. No worries. No worries, Daniel. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Ted, best to stay away. That's what I'm saying, right? It's like with this, all this stuff that you can catch at the brothels and all that, man. That might not be a good idea to be hanging out. There's actually like a high number of HIV positives here in the Philippines. So, man, you don't want to be catching that, especially now later on in our life, man. That could be a game changer if you get sick. My wife is from Pampanga, so that is why. Oh, okay, all right. Now I get it. Your wife's from Pampanga, so you can't avoid. Seeing the people that go to Angeles City. Smart Biz, agree on disengagement from whatever is going on over in the USA, as long as they don't mess with my military. Yeah, that's the way I look at it, right? Smart Biz, it's like I've been collecting my military pension now for what, 22 years? 22 years I've been collecting, and every single month my military pension arrives in the bank. So as long as my military pension is going to my bank, and then in 2 years I'll be collecting Social Security. So it's like, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, I'll always be a patriot. I'll always be like, support the United States. If ever the U.S. calls my name to defend it against China, I'm there. Not a problem. I'll do what I can. But it's like the political stuff, man. That's just like not my gig, man. Not my thing. Belus, I'm back. All right, Belus, welcome back, Belus. No farm until tomorrow. Wife said no. Hey, she's the boss. Man. Hey, Captain Ron. I had zinc lozenges at work. When coworkers started coughing or sneezing, I would take them. Never got sick. And yeah, man, like Captain Ron, I worked in the hospital for 27 years. Not a single admission. I might catch a cold here once in a while, but never got sick when I was, I had all my, working in the hospital, you have to have hepatitis shots, all kinds of, I even had that, what is that other shot that they give you back in the day, I'm military. So, man, I just got all the vaccines and everything while I was working at the hospital. Never got sick, but, I'm older now, I'll be 60 this year. So, and now I'm immunocompromised because of my chemo treatments and my radiation treatments. So easy for me to catch anything now, unfortunately. It is what it is, man. It's part of getting old. It's part of getting old. Martin, all right. Thumbs up, Martin, all right. Josh Wilson, sir, all right. Mano. Man of many thoughts. I was like, man of many thoughts. RG from Arkansas, good to see you. Oh, thank you, RG, thank you. How happy wife, happy life, Billy said. You got that right, man. It's like I've learned that lesson long time ago. It's like happy Dazzle, happy Gino, happy Gino, man. Let me see here. I did the story on the RPG. I did that thing about safe here. I tried to come up with topics, but like I was saying, like in Mindanao, there's just always seem to be stuff happening there. If it's not a war between the clan, there's that area, Marawi City, there's war going on. And, just there's always been kind of like a hidden tension between the Christians and the Muslims. The Muslims living, they have their own, what is that, Bangsamoro, let me call it here. I pulled it up. Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. So that area is all Muslims living in that area, so, you know, there's always going to be things that, unfortunately, that they won't get along with. They won't get, even troops, even military troops, when military troops, Filipino military troops, when they get sent to Mindanao, that is not an assignment that they look forward to when they go to Mindanao. Because, like, even for them, when they get sent to Mindanao on like a temporary duty or a mission, man, there's a chance that you might not come back from that mission, man. So it's always been like that since I was a little kid, the 70s, till today. That has not changed in that area. That's why for me, there's so many other good places in the Philippines, in Luzon and Visayas. Why take a chance? Why take a chance? And but you'll always hear, like this guy even said, I love Mindanao. I have been resident of General Santos City for 8 years. No problem. And feel 100% safe all the time. You hear that all the time, right? But unfortunately, things keep happening. Things keep happening there. That, like I said, why would you even want to take a chance? There's so many other good places to live in the Philippines. Josh Wilson, loved the Aklan celebration video. Oh yeah, man. Ati-atian is so much fun. That's like just a whole week of just like a festival in Calibo. Do they get a mix of Catholic and Muslim troops? Do they get a mix? I don't know. I'm sure there's got to be some Muslim in like the Philippine military, but I don't know the numbers. I can't tell you the numbers, but I'm thinking it's mostly Christian soldiers that are in the military. I don't see many Muslims joining the Philippine military. Yes, some nice areas in Mindanao, but ever since the kidnappings and hostages, etc., ages ago, marked it off the bucket list. You're right. So many other nice areas. Yeah, it's like, why take a chance? Why take a chance, And then with all the stuff going on in the world, all the divide with politics, with religion, it's like the festival in the PH remind me of the local beer fest in Germany. All right, a lot of drinking. Definitely at the ATM, man. There's a lot of drinking going on. Oh, I got messages from Fortune. I'll answer you later, Fortune. Bank loans here are different. No early payoff without penalty. Okay. All right. Thank you, Ted. Thank you for that topic. I actually was curious about that, Ted, because my loan, my Banco de Oro loan, was a 15-year loan, and I started the loan in 2015. So I don't have much left, and I don't owe much left on the loan. I was thinking about that. Thinking about just paying it off that way, we can own the house here outright. But like you mentioned, there's a penalty. There's a penalty because they want to milk the interest, so they want to keep collecting interest. I'm sure, which I don't mind. my mortgage, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. My mortgage is 11,000 pesos. So it's not even $200, my mortgage at this point. So to me, I'll just keep paying my $200 a month until I get it paid off. But it might be a good topic. Might be a good topic. Ted. Thank you for the suggestion. Because I've never gotten a notice from my bank whether I want to pay it off early. You know, it's like you never hear from them. The only time I hear from my bank every year, like around May, I get a notice from them telling me that my mortgage insurance is going to be renewed, and also my insurance, the property insurance, is being renewed, and they automatically deduct it. Same thing with my mortgage. Everything automatically deducts from my bank. I don't even like send them anything, do anything. It's like I have a Banco de Oro savings account. I always have money in there, and they just keep taking money away from that. Makes it easy for me. Makes it easy. Hey, JP, all right, good morning, Gino and the posse. Thank you, JP. Derek, what was you ever stationed in Germany, Spain, and London? No, Derek, I never got stationed in Europe. All my assignments were in PACAF. I was a Pacific Air Command. I was stationed in Korea, I was stationed in Japan, I was stationed in the Philippines. And I would have gotten another assignment somewhere in PACAF if they kicked me out of Clark and sent me back to the U.S., man. Hey, JP, how is Blue Arrow? Blue Arrow is getting a lot of mileage, man. JP is having fun on Blue Arrow. Blue Arrow is JP's motorcycle here in Panay Island. The festivals there are always more cultural and colorful. We have just sit on a flatbed trailer getting pulled by pickup or tractor through town in everyday clothing. Oh, okay, all right. I see that, Josh. I've spent more years in Germany than I have in the USA. Second, Dubai. Third, Philippines. Level 3. Last stop, Lizondo. All right. Smart biz. Hello. Hey, hello. It's from Pampanga. Hello is from Skating Geezer. Some multi-cab builders have used the image of the guy with RPG who jumped out the multi-cab. That's funny. It was funny, man, because I watched the video again. And he jumped out. Man, he's wearing flip-flops. He like got his his RPG. Most Filipinos find the image funny. And it is kind of like, right? You know, it's weird how expat Americans in the U.S. look at that. Oh my God, an RPG! You know, it's like Filipinos when they see it. Filipinos kind of like smile because it's like that guy's wearing flip flops, man. He's not even like a real soldier. You know, he's just like some guy off the street. Hey, I'll fire it. Give that to me. You know, I'm surprised he didn't blow himself up, man. The humor in that. Yeah, I think it's just the way Filipinos are, man. You know, it's like you have to really know the culture, Skating Geezer. You know, it's like especially the way it is within that area. You know, the battle between the clans. It's been going on for many years since I was a little kid, since the 70s. President Marcos, actually, in the 70s, that was part of the reason he declared martial law and then sent tons of troops to Mindanao to quell all the stuff that was going on in Mindanao back in the 70s. So I think for most Filipinos, we're kind of like desensitized when it comes to the clan, but the battle with the clans, the National People's Army. You know, you still hear that group. Even Marawi, even the war in Marawi, we're desensitized when it comes to things like that here in the Philippines because it's been happening many years. It's not like an isolated incident. Now, That would be the difference, right? If you're in the United States, some guy jumped out of a car in the US and fires an RPG rocket, you'll probably never seen that before in the US. But here in the Philippines, it is what it is, man. It's one of those things that people aren't shocked anymore. Some of the things that they see, and I wasn't. You know, when I saw the video, I just kind of smiled because like, it's like, what else are they gonna think of now? What happened isn't funny, but the idea of hopping out of a multicab with an RPG is humorous. Yeah, to me, it kind of made me smile just because, like I said, it wasn't like a soldier, it wasn't like a soldier come popping out, and he got flip flops, man. I mean, Colonel, come on now, you're like in your flip flops and you're like firing a rocket. But I'm sure they made a meme of that. I'm sure here in the Philippines on Facebook, they're gonna make a meme of that. That's gonna be a popular meme now. It's like they're gonna make a funny meme out of it, saying, this is what happens. Something like that. They'll come up with something here in the Philippines for sure. Then the guy almost got in the back blast area. Now that was funny. Now that was funny. Man, I saw it hit the armored. I guess it's an armored SUV, man. You could tell it got hit, man. It's like, but I guess it worked. I guess whatever armor they used on the SUV, man. Commando with that RPG video. I really laughed the first time I saw it. Remind me of some of the places I've had the pleasure to spend time, like out of a bad movie. Out of a bad movie. The SUV impressed me that I know, right? See, Josh was thinking the same because I saw it hit the SUV and you can kind of like see like the spark, but it drove off. I was like, wow, man. That was impressive. I guess I focus on the act violence, not on the guy's attire. Yeah, it's like I said, different view. Your different view. Like I'm sure for you, skating geezer, it's not something you see every day, right? It's not something. But unfortunately, like in the Mindanao area, we've been through Marawi. We've been through Marawi City. If you've seen videos of Marawi City, people firing rockets at each other. It's like I watch videos on Marawi City in Mindanao, and people just blowing each other up. So to me, it's I guess like I said, maybe I'm desensitized. Maybe I'm desensitized when it comes to RPG. It's not a shock to me anymore to see somebody in the Philippines carrying an RPG and firing it. It's not, unfortunately. Southern Cal Benny. Hi Gino, how about the backblast from the RPG that I think possibly injured the guy behind the man? I'll have to watch it again. Now that you guys mentioned about the backblast. So yeah, right. I have to watch it again now. I was so focused on the rocket hitting the armored SUV, and then the SUV driving off after it got hit. I was like, wow, that was like impressive, man. Good thing it was a Soviet or Chinese RPG, or it would have been so funny. Yeah, maybe that's why it's a little bit funny because it's like the SUV. It's not like it blew up and everybody was dead. It got hit. You could see like flames, and then it drove off. I'm like, what the heck kind of SUV is this? I'd probably view it differently if there have been fatalities. Yes, definitely. Joe, now you started something. Now Joe, you started something. Yeah. They've been going at it down in Mindanao for a long time. That at this point, it's not surprising for most Filipinos and just laugh at their Yeah, like I said, J boy, I'm desensitized with stuff that happened in Mindanao. Nothing shocks me anymore if something gets reported in Mindanao. Like even if they reported, oh, they bombed this church or they bombed this mall or they not that won't surprise me. Unfortunately, right? It's like, oh well, it's another one. It's unfortunate that it's like that, but it is what it is. Young Fresh, one of my fears is to sink in a boat in the Philippines. I just saw there was sank, but not sure where. Oh yeah, that happened in Mindanao. That happened in Mindanao by Zamboanga going to Holo. Passenger ferry sunk in the middle of the night. That's why you had some casualties because it happened at 1:50 a.m. So it's dark out in the middle ocean when it happened. And that's the thing. If you ride a ferry, like my James and Karen's adventure, like said on the previous live stream, he said, make sure when you ride the ferry, first thing you gotta check, make sure you know where the life vests are. So if there's anything happening, they have life vests, and you know where the life vests, and also know where the exit points of the ship. Because some of these boats, man, when you ride these ferries, they're like 4 stories high. Really tight walking area, hallways. Uh, uh, in the middle of the night, if the power goes out, even on the boat, you never know, right? You never know if the power goes out. If there's a fire in the boat or something, power could go out. You might not see the exit sign, or make sure wherever you're staying in the boat, you know where the nearest exit, or sit by the nearest exit, or make sure that you have access to life vests. They do not do like the same thing in the US, where if you ride a cruise ship or something, I'm sure there's a briefing. Hey, there's somebody like, here are all the life vests, here's the like the lifeboats, access to the lifeboat. Man, basically here when you ride the ferries, especially the older ferries, the ones, the good ferries are like To Go Ferry, Starlight Ferry, Montenegro. Those are okay. But unfortunately, there's some ferries here. They're not well known. It's like they cut on the budget. They cut on the budget. So they don't have enough people, like a crew, even assisting people. So make sure, spend that extra money, man. And if you're gonna ride the ferry in the Philippines, especially if it's a long trip, like a 12-hour ferry ride, spend that extra money on To Go. Go on the nicer boats. Go on the nicer boats. Ted, next you will see multi-cabs equipped with rocket launchers. Rocket launchers, that's funny. They might put it as a hood ornament, right? You know how in the hood ornament they would put like the caballo, like horse hood ornament. I wouldn't be surprised if they put a hood ornament like shaped as a RPG, man. I meant to say a boat a big boat, a ferry that sank. And even the smaller boats, right? Like Young Fresh, if you're gonna ride island hopping, if you're gonna go island hopping here in the Philippines, they use the bangka boats. Some of those bangka boats, maybe 10, 15 people, 20 people in the bangka. Man, I would make sure before I get on a bangka, where's your life vest? I need one. I'll be wearing a life vest, right? Because no matter how good a swimmer you are, if those bangkas sink in the middle of the ocean with the currents here, man, there's no telling where the current will take you here, man. You want to make sure you're safety first, safety first. Mindanao even filed a separation from the Philippines resolution to the UN recently. That's why rest of the Philippines just find the humor of everything that. Yeah, Jay Boy, I think they've been trying to do that, right? Separate from the Philippines. I remember that even in the 70s, they were trying to do that. That's why the autonomous region that they have their own area in Mindanao that belongs to the Muslims. Colonel Ted, I didn't order that. Hey, Belus, hey, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Get well soon. Coffee fun. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you, Belus. JP, J-Boy, is the whole island of Mindanao one thing to separate or just parts? Um, I think it's the whole of Mindanao. There was a one. I'll have to read the article. I'll have to read the article, JP. But they've always Mindanao is like an area in the Philippines. It's like mostly Muslims. A high population of Muslims in Mindanao. That's why they've been wanting to separate from the Philippines. Yashuhiro, hi, all right. Ted, they will just mount the bamboo cannons. Hey, there you go, bamboo cannons. And now, might be more effective. For James now, first thing is make sure the motorbike is secured. Yeah, that's another thing, right? If you're going on the ferry, I've gone on the ferry before in our car, and I've gone on a ferry where they didn't secure my car. So if you go on a ferry in your motorcycle or car, make sure that they like secure your vehicle or your motorbike. They have on the bottom of like of the boat, to secure it, or at least chalk it, at least chalk your car. Because I remember now one ferry that I rode from Bacolod to Iloilo, and they did not like secure my vehicle, and we were like swaying on the boat, man. Need to send Rambo there. Rambo. That's funny, Cat and Run. Colonel, is there an update on your back rider prospects? I've heard a little bit about the. I don't think it's a prospect anymore, JP. I don't think it is a prospect anymore. But I'll let the Colonel discuss that. Some of the best band members here in Dubai are from Zamboanga. They don't want to go back. Really nice people. But their area is wild at times. Oh yeah, Zamboanga, man. That's always been in the top of like, don't go there kind of like places in Mindanao, man. Notorious. Unfortunately, maybe not earned, but not one of the areas where I would want to go visit. Colonel, I think the first thing James will do is install a locking oil cap so disgruntled workers don't put stuff in his oil. JP, some party wants to separate whole Mindanao, even with Palawan Island, and Palawan Island started that they want anything to do with the separation, but that's why Filipinos laugh at Mindanao. JP, she doesn't like motorbike. She doesn't like motorbike. Young Fresh, shout out to Ayla Alex. She is all right. Tennis, yeah, great tennis player. All right. Let me just look through here. Let me see if I can hit any more topics. I always like look for different topics on my Facebook. There's a group I belong to. They always like give me a lot of good ideas. New post. Joe Colonel doesn't want to share rawhide. Colonel, I am taking Eden to get a helmet today. We will be going to New Washington for dinner later. Mountain Filipinas are the best. She is sitting beside me. All right, JP. I didn't want to mention anything, JP, because I leave that to you, regarding your back rider. But I am happy for you, JP. Chino, have you talked about the PAL flight from LA to Manila, of which all their toilets could not flush, and they decided to not divert. Wow, I have not, I have not heard that, man. FAs were, oh man, that is like, oh man. I'll have to look for that now. I'll have to look for that story now. So I've been sick, so I haven't been paying a lot of attention to the news. She'll be introduced eventually, JP. She's not ready for prime time yet. Not ready for prime time. Not ready for prime time. Congrats, JP. How about our Bonnie? Us, US, Philippine background, Miss Universe winner. Oh, okay. Also a great person. Has traits of both cultures, pride. Oh man, you guys know more about stuff going on that, I don't watch a lot of that, like Miss Universe, and I'm not into pageants, so I'll have to research that also. Recently played Australian, and they put her on a small court, and they were overwhelmed with Filipino fans. Oh, I'm sure she's got a following now. I'm sure not just Filipino fans, man. It's just like she's getting fans from all over the world. Thanks, Colonel. Eden is taller than I was looking for, but skinny, so will fit on Blue Arrow just fine. All right, JB. Looking forward to meeting Eden, JP. JP actually invited Dazzle and I to lunch today, but I told JP, both Dazzle and I, we're still not feeling good, so we're gonna stay home. John Vasquez, Sir JP Calibo, Colonel, good morning. All right, John Vasquez. I'm just looking for an article here or something that I can talk about. JP Calibo, has Eden convinced you to eat balut? Hello, Jumpy. I don't think JP's eaten balut yet. I don't think he will either. I don't think it's not a priority for JP eating balut. Guys, gotta run. All right, thank you, Smart Biz. Have a wonderful day. All right, take care. Thank you for joining the live stream. And if there's any topic that you want me to discuss on future live streams, just let me know. This one, I'll talk a little bit about this because I've noticed this also. I have noticed in the past few weeks from people posting here that more and more retirees seem to have not planned their retirement abroad properly and are facing issues. And I've seen this, I've always told people, before, if you're coming here to the Philippines, I highly recommend you have to have a steady income, a pension, to me, it's taking a chance when you come here to the Philippines without a pension of some sort. I've seen it now. People are coming here, digital nomads. They come here, 30s, 40s. They're young, and they're coming here. Some of them thinking that they'll come here and work here. So I think you're taking a chance. I guess for them, if something happens, they're young enough to where they can go back. I guess that's their thinking. But for somebody that's in their 50s already, 60s, when they come here, you know, sometimes not, even that pension is not enough. You have to have some kind of emergency fund, enough money to like cover you just in case you get sick. Something always happens, right? Something always happens that you need money, or even if you're getting Social Security, there might be a delay in Social Security, or there might be something that causes, like, I don't know, maybe a shutdown or something that it's hard to like retire here in the Philippines. I think when you're like in that month-to-month situation, if you're in a situation where you're banking on Social Security to hit your bank, and the minute they hit your bank, you're spending it already, man, that can get hard. It's like, that's why even here in the Philippines, you see sometimes, Americans, unfortunately, even other countries, other foreigners here, they become homeless here. You would not expect that, but you see that. I see that. I have not seen one here in Calibo, that an expat that became homeless, but in the bigger cities like Cebu City, Manila, I have seen expats that become homeless in those areas. And when you become homeless, it's not like, your country's just going to scoop you up and take you back. A lot of times, it's not that easy a process. You become homeless in another country. And when you're homeless here in the Philippines, the one thing here, there's not a lot of like Philippine government agencies that will help you. Unlike at least in the U.S., you have NGOs. You have somebody at least that will like, hey, they can even start a fund for you, to like get your money. Here in the Philippines, man, if you become homeless here, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be. You're not gonna get many help. That's why I think before you even consider, even though if you're getting Social Security, before you even consider moving here, you're gonna have to have like some kind of nest egg, like emergency fund for sure. Yeah, living paycheck to paycheck, to me, that's difficult to do in the U.S. You can live paycheck to paycheck in the U.S. You got credit cards, but here in the Philippines, man, if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you accumulate credit card debt here, man, that can spell trouble for you here. And that's why I think there's more and more people that are getting in trouble with that here. That's why the Philippine government, they're getting stricter. It's like, I would not be surprised if one of these days they'll come up with something to like screen more the people that are coming here on a tourist visa, because more and more things are happening with the tourist visa. Unfortunately, people coming in here with a tourist visa and they don't have enough money, or they're hiding from their country. They're like on the run. On the run. Just seems like things are like happening. So I would not be surprised if they start looking more closely at the tourist visa. It doesn't help when guys like the Vitali character, Sim, doesn't help when those characters come here and, do crazy stuff here. It doesn't help that, doesn't help support like the tourist visa program here. All right. Well, I don't have any more comments, so I think I'm going to end the live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Again, if you have any topics for me to discuss in the future, just let me know. I had a friend from the U.S. who lived in Davao, who was living off his pension, but had a stroke when his payment was delayed and he was freaking out about it. Miss Sharon, yeah, right? Delays can happen, so man, if you're living paycheck to paycheck and something happens to that payment to you, it can cause stress for sure. DOH considers mandatory HIV testing for foreign tourists amid case surge. Oh, okay, all right. I have not heard that. I've not heard that, Young Fresh, whether uh, considers. Yeah, I see. It says considers, but they haven't mandated it. They haven't mandated. I've not heard of that. All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining the live stream, and stay blessed. Stay blessed, everyone.